Today let's talk about money. So you're moving those Figma rectangles and they promised you that while you're doing this, you're actually building up your future and there's gonna be fancy cars and wonderful holidays and everything else, as long as you're pretty good at moving those rectangles. Well, not exactly, but you still can. So 10 years ago, I was a freelancer. I was working on a couple of projects just before, I think it was a year before Hype4 was formed officially. So I was at the Polish seaside and we were out of cash, and there was this dilemma whether we should spend our last $25 on the gas to actually get to the town, or maybe spend a little bit less on gas and spend the rest on some cheap wine to enjoy the evening. So that little calculation, whether we'll take gas or maybe gas and wine if we divide it evenly, or maybe how much gas will be enough to actually get to the store, buy the wine and go back. So figures, glorious life of a designer. But I can say that 10 years later I actually managed to not have dilemmas like that anymore, and I think that I'm doing pretty well. But it all really depends on what you want from life and what your approach is, because for some people it's like any amount of money, any amount of wealth or happiness is never enough. It's just good to be in a place where you feel it's enough, or where you feel that you can sustain a very happy way of living on whatever you're getting right now. But for that you need to price your projects, and this is one of the hardest things that people will ever do. You can be an awesome designer but still have the inability to actually charge what it's worth. Through how I actually learned to price my projects the right way, how I learned to negotiate with the customers or with other agencies, software houses and things like that. So in a way, how to just get more money per rectangle that you moved into just the right spot. And many people will also tell you that it's really good to have a passive income and force you to do something that you're maybe not really ready to do yet. Don't listen to them. You can get really good money from just design alone. You just need to be well aware of how to price it and what to do and what not to do. And I'm gonna focus on a couple of these things in the future episodes. But just maybe some high-level thoughts for today. So first of all, you need to have a big enough portfolio. It doesn't have to be real projects, but it has to be large enough so people will actually see that you've done a lot, because nobody's gonna really check if it's a real product or not. If they're good enough, if they look good, it's enough for the clients, really. If it's good and if it shows that you've put the time and effort to actually not only do a nice visual design but also do a little bit of research and have a thought process behind it all, that's gonna get you clients. And I'm gonna talk about setting the prices in some future episodes, but set your price and never drop the price. You can do something for free every now and then if you see some other type of opportunity in a project, but never drop the price. So if it's worth it, just do it for free to have it in your portfolio, or maybe to have a referral later, or whatever you can, but just don't drop the price. Your price is like the holy line that you'll never cross. So either your price or free, or not do it at all. I'm gonna explore this a little bit. If you have any questions about how to price your project or any specific examples that you'd like me to talk about, let me know in the comments. Yeah, we'll return to this, definitely, because I think that this is really important, and this is something that's a little bit neglected, and I think that it's really worth focusing on, because you can make really good money as a designer. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share the video, and see you next time. Cheers.